And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Trevor Davis now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, come on.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Over here.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, 626. Zoom, zoom. Yeah, Liz. Zoom, zoom. Hey, 626.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Hey, 626. All right.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20.
Jumbo! Yeah, Liz. Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Zoom.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That's fine, yeah.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Zoom, zoom. Yeah, Liz. Watch tight end. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on second down. It's caught outright by Graham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
3 down. Hoka, over here. Zoom. Jump out. Man, I got you. 319.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Adams has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
We always talk about our admiration for quarterbacks who can extend the life of a play and create another play off of one that appears to have broken down. Should we come up with a different term for Aaron Rodgers? Because he has taken it to a new level.
He loves life outside of the pocket, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Very comfortable out there, and he usually results in good things for Green Bay.
Zoom.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down. Yeah, Liz. Check. Jump out. Zoom. 319.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Riddick. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Riddick with a carry. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So that one will be accepted. Here's Stafford now on second down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll bring up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Stafford on third down. And he finds Julius Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Jumbo! Hey, where y'all going?
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown. Packers. Devontae Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On second down, here's Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, we got 3 out, 3 out. Gun. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Gun. Zoom.
To throw on 2nd down, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards.
We got 3. Zoom. Hey, check 26. Zoom. Jam. Motion. We are going.
Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
10.
Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And now running right through it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Zoom. Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Riddick, shedding through the defense, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now Riddick. And a adjustments come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Zoom.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And Detroit getting set to go now. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken right around the 44. So we've come upon half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken near the 13. And he's got Rome. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 87 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards picking up the first. Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, where y'all going? Hey, check 26.
Now it's Rodgers. Able to shake him off. Being chased out left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Zoom. Gun. Let's get off the field. Gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. Now Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And some room to roam now. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. They'll run with Darkwan. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run with Muhammad. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go again with Muhammad, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Zoom. Jumbo! Single. Jumbo!
They go play action here on 1st down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Darkwan. Room here to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Orleans Darkwa hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point safely through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check 26. Jumbo.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returning, it's Benjamin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go back to Reddick. Able to power through. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the run, Darkwa. And he's got some space here. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Darquan. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jarrett Davis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Force. 3.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he in the game come up with?
Force.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to...
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Force!
Fitzpatrick. Looking downfield for Joe. He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Under! Safety's creeping. Force!
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Got three. Three down.
Now a handoff looking right. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The first run for the backup of Doolittle. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch 17, watch 17. Let's go, let's go. 3. Yeah, take the edge. Go, go.
3. Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they try the right side here. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 14, watch 14. Force.
Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down, 3.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The goal for them wasn't to simply make the postseason. They wanted to make some noise once they got there. Well, they made the noise all right. They're moving on.
And to get deep into the playoffs, that's everyone's goal ultimately. Now it's a reality for them. Now they've got a chance to get to the ultimate goal.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we...